I am Joanne, and I am a coach and a trainer. I have my own small consultancy in South Africa, and I work with organizations doing light levels and a few other agile methods to just help them be better, help them to understand what are the issues that they're facing around their delivery of work, help them to unpack those issues, and then find out ways to improve things, to make things better, to enable delivery and communication. I decided that flight levels was a great way to help companies to achieve their goals, because I've been interested in flight levels for quite a while. So I've been following flight levels and what they've been doing. It's such a pragmatic approach to trying to help an organization, first of all, understand how work is currently flowing through the organization, but then also to look for ways to improve without adding additional overhead, basically, onto that. So instead of adding things, flight levels looks to use what's already there and improve it, or to help the organization understand what changes they need to make and improve those changes. So letting go of things that are no longer working and creating new things that might work better, which is awesome. So there's not like, oh, you have to do these things and you have to create this overhead and you have to have those meetings, you have to have these roles. It's not like that at all. It's really, let's understand what does your organization look like. Let's understand what your operational structure looks like. Let's understand where your big challenges are. And then let's use some really clear and well thought out principles that we know work to help you improve. Let's look for patterns that we know are true for most things, but let's also be conscious of your own organizational context. And so that's what I really love, is that there's this element of huge experience, expertise, and knowledge around patterns that can help an organization, but this respect around the organization's context, and first this understanding of what's going on in your organization, so that we're, instead of just trying to be agile, we're trying to solve the actual problems that the organization might have, and speak directly to, well, where are we? What are we trying to do? We're trying to be faster on the market. We're trying to coordinate our work. We're trying to be more efficient. What are we trying to achieve? I think for me, my personal achievements using flight levels have been really helping specifically quite a few teams actually really get an understanding of their systems of work. So sometimes they think that their work looks one way, but actually they're not visualizing it really. And they're reacting to emails, or they've got work coming at them in so many different ways. They don't have clear processes, and really just helping them to understand, oh, hang on a second, we can change the way our work works so that we can make just better decisions about what we work on and why we're working on it, and how we're going to get it done. And also to visualize the things that might be getting lost. So one team that I was working with had a lot of work that was getting lost, and a lot of different ways where they didn't really understand how their work was working, also how they were making decisions. So using flight levels to help them coordinate that and understand that work was really, really awesome. I decided to do the flight levels coach program because, like I say, I've been looking at flight levels for quite a while now, and I just wanted to deepen my knowledge and understanding about working with, like, coaching organizations using flight levels. So I wanted to get deeper into the flight level systems architecture, but also I think what I loved about the flight levels coach program was the change aspect as well, right? So it's that combination of understanding of this mix of being an expert at flight levels, but also enabling the organization to make their decisions and decide what they want to do. So that change perspective and helping them to be part of that change and to manage that change and to understand how the change is going to work. What did I enjoy the most about the Flight Levels Coach program? I think there were a few things. So I really enjoyed the community. So we did a lot of collaboration with other people, and we had a really good group, and I think that was really amazing. So the combination of theory as well as intercession work is really awesome because it gives you the opportunity to apply things and to learn about other people's contexts in a deeper sense, which is great. So there was, instead of having only those exercises in class, and there were great exercises in class, there's a space for like deeper reflection and learning, and it forces you to create that deeper reflection, which I really, really enjoyed. So I love that part, and I really loved the cohort that we had. There was a lot of really great people in the cohort. I also really enjoyed the change aspect. There were a lot of really great nuggets in the change aspect. I got so many things out of it that I could apply straight away, not just the change aspect, but from the expertise. I think my recommendation for who should do the Flight Levels coach program is quite varied. I would definitely recommend it to internal program managers, program and project managers in large organizations. I think it could be very helpful to them. I also think that if there's agile coaches in organizations working across different teams, that Flight Levels is an amazing approach to understand the dependencies between teams and also to coordinate work effectively and to look for ways to get rid of those dependencies as well. So once you can see and visualize them, then also potentially you can change the way that the organization works. I really love helping leadership teams to visualize, to unpack and visualize their strategy and how that strategy can impact the rest of the business. So using Flight Levels to work through what is our strategic, what are all the different aspects of our strategy, where are we going, and then how are we going to execute on that? What are the pieces? How are we going to execute? How are we going to unpack it effectively? If you have trouble visualizing and executing on your strategy as a leadership team, I'd love to work with you. So get in touch on LinkedIn or on Circle, and using Flight Levels will help you to understand and unpack your strategy and then visualize and execute on it.